Well, looks like we got another series underway. Hope my wife doesn't kill me with how close it is to Christmas.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So I had been spying this deal for, I don't know, I would say probably 3 weeks or so. And I noticed the guy gradually decreasing his price. He hasn't gotten any real bidders because honestly the bike looks super ugly as it is right now. But it's a classic bike. I won't be able to restore it to original factory condition without spending a ton of money. But with the amount that I'll be invested into the bike, I think I'll still be able to make a fair amount of profit. And it's a bike that I've always wanted to have on my resume, that I've worked on or owned. So I'm really excited for you guys to check it out. I'm headed to the bank right now, and then we are driving an hour south to go pick it up.
3 hours later.
All right, look at this awesome bike we picked up, guys. It's pretty sweet. Paint's pristine. It's got like 1,500 miles on it. It's never been ridden.
And that's
just Mike's bike.
That's just my bike here.
So for real though, for real.
Tell us about the bike, Dave.
I can't. Just words don't do this justice, man. Like so.
Well, what bike is it? First of all, what year?
Yeah. First of all, put your guesses in the comments below. What model bike is this? Pause the video, and now we're gonna give the answer. So this is maybe an RC51 under all the plastic. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Like, the only other thing could be is like a 954. No, it's RC51, vinyl wrapped in camo and painted in bed liner.
I think you said it was Raptor liner or something. Yeah. And like, it is
not even Rhino line brand. I can see underneath that this used to be a red fairing and it was spray painted black. The same with the fender. This kind of seems original and okay. The Jardin exhaust, which I believe is French for gardens, it looks pretty sweet. And we got to looking at it, and this thing is like super insanely loud. And I put a flashlight down it. There's no stuffing. There's nothing inside. There's no mesh, no wool, no fiberglass.
It's basically straight pipe,
and you can see from the rivets, like the rear ones are stainless and the front ones are like gray. So somebody drilled them out and they took it apart. Because you can repack mufflers like this, so they took them apart and they just took the guts out. Just giving it a quick test feel. Get the sweet lever, bottoms out. The left one, of course, is the full length one, and the right one is the shorty lever.
You got this thing maxed out on the setting too.
It's maxed out. It can't go any further out. So that could be that it's got some air in the lines with the hydraulic clutch. Oh, we got some battle damage where you can see the cylinder touch down. I did that to the brake reservoir of my Triumph.
When you crashed?
Yeah. And the magic cigarette burns. I don't know. We got a bunch of
this is
wrinkles.
something I couldn't figure it out when I was looking at it.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 7 or 8 wrinkles, but then there's like bubbles on this part. So I'm thinking something got it pretty hot. Hopefully it didn't catch fire.
Yeah, because the gauge cluster works. Let's put the key in.
Oh yeah, the gauge cluster is pretty legit for you know, like a 90s Grand Marquis. It's like solid. I had the same one, 98. Mine was green though, that was cooler. But
headlights are expensive and they look to be in great shape.
Standard issue, one-sided upside down mirror that moves around on its own.
And hits the frame when you turn it.
We got the, I need the flashlight for this. We got the Phantom Pirelli logo that they vinyl wrapped over. It's raised.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you see it at all?
The camera will pick it up here.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You can see.
Yeah, it's raised up and you can feel it through the vinyl.
Yeah. It's a low mileage RC51 that's basically it needs a lot of cosmetic love.
So what is going on with this guy? So obviously it's just laying on the swing arm, and
when you ride it, it slaps like crazy. I noticed that as soon as I test rode it.
Not only does it drag across the top, it slaps on the bottom. We got some
they cut the factory undertail.
Oh yeah, so the factory undertail is like sawed off edges here, so
they make aftermarket undertails that are clean, like my ZX10. This is an aftermarket undertail. And it's obviously got a separate bracket for the license plate.
They drilled these holes in it. Of course,
and this actually works, so that's good. This matches the original key.
Until you put your plate on there. And then it covers up the lock.
And then you can't access
I got the flashlight now. You can see like...
Oh, down into where the baffles used to be?
There's nothing. There's nothing. It's
wow.
Just all the way. It's just empty.
Yep. It's straight piped. How scratched up are the cases? They don't look too bad.
No, the plastic saved it.
A little bit here. We got some fit and finish problems. Yeah. You can see wide gap here. Gets skinny up there.
Some scratches on like the exhaust.
Yep.
There's just a little band clamp.
Easy fix.
It's all in all, I mean, yeah, mud up in the brakes.
So give them some backstory as to what the ownership situation is of this bike right now.
The ownership situation is what, that I've been looking for one of these, and that you found it online, and you're like, oh no, should I? And I'm just like, yes, go do it. I'll give you money for it. And now you're not so sure. Yeah.
Basically, I went down there thinking, you know, it's one of us needs to purchase it, and I had the day off work, so I was like, you know what? Yeah. I need to at least look at it. The line, it's not Line X, but the bed liner stuff scared the crap out of me, and Dave was like, just buy it. It's a steal of a price.
Still looking for a beer sponsor. I mean, if you wanted your beer next to a camo bike, you really missed out. Like, the last build was pretty good. So
we got a lot of great feedback on the Buell build, on the Triumph build.
So I mean, for Loco, this could have been you right up in here with the Wild Turkey glass. So.
Yeah, except that bike, we'll get into that bike another day, but that bike didn't need anything. It just came to the channel, and now it's here.
It didn't need anything, and so you painted it.
Exactly. No, I mean, this is a great bike. I'm going to do some separate videos on this. It's a 2008 ZX-10R, super low miles. I bought it with around 5,500 miles on it. It's probably my favorite bike I've ever owned. Awesome bike. And yeah, check out the other playlist for ZX-10R videos, and I'll do some in-depth reviews on that bike. Well, at least if this was sitting in a barn, at least it wasn't a leaky barn. And
We've seen that one too.
We have seen that one. At least everything was closed up, because it starts, it runs, and basically we just got to make it.
Yeah.
We got to decide what we want it to look like.
Well, you guys, I guess, vote on it. Tell us, you know, maybe the first person wins. Maybe we get a few before we check the results. But you know, does Mike flip it? We make it clean? Do we do something? Do I ride it stock and embarrass the other RC51 owners? Or do we do something totally otherwise?
So if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the link below, subscribe to LifeOfMike channel, and if you're not subscribed to Dave's channel, go ahead, Dave. Here's a shameless plug.
It's crap, don't do it. It's just the other Dave. You're better off finding me on Instagram. I have a channel, and do some videos. I don't bother editing. Mike's super good at that, but the Instagram stuff, basic. I do photography, so yeah, if you're interested in bikes and bike events, both of us do that. And if you're interested in, you know, underwater basket weaving and growing plants in your yard, maybe there's some of that on my channel. I want somebody to throw something out there that's like never been done to an RC51.